Hello YouTube, this is Moniker127. Today I'm doing a YouTube video to explain the various methods of blocking in the game Gunz the Duel. I have 6 different techniques that I'd like to cover here. They're all about either breaking your opponent's block or blocking yourself. You may have different names for these techniques. These are just what I call them, so names aside, I just like to pass the information on. The first technique that I do is called ground slash. I call it ground slash anyway. What it involves is looking down and doing a sword slash combo like this. And if you look down and do that, it'll go right through your opponent's block. The only thing that you have to be wary of is that you need at least about a body length between you and your opponent. If you're right up next to your opponent and you do this, their block will work like normal. So you have to give it about a foot or so, and it'll go right through their block. I have a recorded clip of me doing this against Andrew, so I'll switch to that now. And again, that was ground slash. The next move that I'd like to show is a pretty standard one called Skyblock. It's been around for years, so I don't think anyone will really dispute the nomenclature on this one. Skyblock is just a matter of looking up while you block, and because of the mechanics of the game, it somehow moves you further away. I think it technically moves your character up or something along those lines. Either way, it seems to work, and it will block massive strikes more effectively than a regular block. So when someone is doing a normal massive strike, look up and block like this, and it'll more often block it. I have a clip of myself blocking a couple of normal massive strikes like this, so I'll switch to that clip now. And that was Skyblock. Okay, the next move is called Skybreak. And now this is why I was saying that whenever you do a normal massive, Skyblock has a greater chance of blocking it. The reason I said normal is because you can actually break Skyblock. The next move, Skybreak, is obviously meant to break Skyblock. How you do this is you charge normal massive, then you turn around 180 degrees, also look up, and then fire the massive like this. When you're doing it rapidly, which you will be in a normal fight, you won't want to be spinning around like this, like a fucking robot. It'll look like this. So that's behind you and up. And that's only to break Skyblock. Now, if you do that on a normal block, it won't hit. Like a normal block like this, Skybreak will not hit that. So it's a matter of determining which block your opponent is going to be using. If you think that they're the kind of person who normally Skyblocks, then you should be using Skybreak. And if you think that they're the kind of person who does the normal block, then you should be using a normal massive. So that basically covers massive strikes there. It's just a 50-50 whether you think they're going to be doing one or the other. The most advanced players will be switching it up and trying to confuse you as to which one they're going to be doing. So it's really just a chess match. I have a video of myself executing a Skybreak against Andrew again, and I just got one clip of this, but here it is. Okay, and that was Skybreak. Now, when I said normal massive strike, I didn't really qualify what I meant by that. When I say normal massive strike, I'm actually referring to a 180 massive. You should never fire your massive right at the opponent. Like, assume this column here is the opponent. You should never do that. What you should do when you're doing a normal, quote-unquote normal, massive strike is you should do this. Just hit it behind you. Reason being is it still hits them with the full force, but they don't have any possibility physically stopping you from doing it by pressing up against you and stopping you from having the distance to execute it. So again, you should always be hitting massive strikes behind you, and that doesn't really count as a move, but I call it 180 massive, so that's one of the 6 moves. I have a video demonstrating me doing 180 massive. It's pretty standard stuff, but here's a clip anyway. Alright, and now on to something more interesting. Next thing I'd like to show you in regards to blocking is not a particular move, it's a method of stifling a specific strategy. You're probably familiar with circle butterfliers. These are people who butterfly around you in a circle. I'm not very good at doing it because I haven't practiced due to what I'm about to tell you. The thing is, circle butterfly, very little known, surprisingly, is that you can shut circle butterfly down very easily. All you have to do is go the direction that the circle butterfly is going, just do a normal walk, and hold your block. And hold it in front of them. You have to lead them. And yes, I am talking about leading in a gladiator game, and there are no bullets involved, but you should still lead them. When they're doing a circle butterfly, just block in front of where they're going, and go the same direction as them, and you'll shut them down. I have a video of me doing this. Andrew, luckily, was a proficient circle butterflyer, so this shows me blocking that a couple of times. Here's the clip. So that recoils them. Once you have the opponent recoiled, you pretty much got them by the balls. You can massive them, you can insta them, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and they can't do anything. So that's why I've never practiced circle butterfly. Alright, the next move that I'd like to show is the last move. It's called block rush. What this involves is just basically running up to your opponent and blocking. And it sounds simple, but it's surprisingly effective. All you have to do is just do a jump, dash, slash, and block, just like the normal tiger gate that I showed you in my monk style video. But instead of doing it again, you just hold block and do this. Another thing to keep in mind is that everyone has a different angle that they operate at. So you need to adjust your block up or down, and it'll be more effective depending on who you're fighting. So you have to fine-tune it based on your opponent. Some people, you have to block way down like this in order to recoil them. Some people, you have to do it way up like this. It just depends on how they fight. So that's how you do block rush. I'll show that again here. And here is a clip of me performing block rush. Okay, and that was block rush, the final of the 6 techniques I'm showing in this video. That was just a normal fight. I did block rush, continued by a massive. Once I got the recoil, I did a massive with an insta, another massive, then I switched to ground slash. So yeah, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.